I know a handful of you out there are into graphic design. You love creating images on your own, and if you are one of those people, you probably have some kind of graphics tablet. Over the years, I've only owned one, and I don't use it all that often. This is a Wacom Intuos 3 graphics tablet. Works with both Mac OS 10 and Windows, at least that I know of. I don't really use it a lot. It's a little too graphic for me. I like the tablet part. It's just too graphic. I don't get into drawing that way over a tablet. I'd rather sketch things out on my own. And maybe it's the case that I just don't have the right tablet. That's fine, but I'm just not going to spend a lot of money on it because I'm not a graphic artist. I'm not a designer. I'll be more than happy to pass along this top five list submitted by Mahid, and at least I think that's how you say his name, from the UK, and he apparently goes by a much larger handle on geeks.pirillo.com, Mahid OSX 786. I'd assume that would be OS 10, but I didn't want to throw off the handle in case you were searching for it. He said, I've realized you've not done a top 5 list for quite some time, so I thought I'd share my top 5 tips when buying a graphics tablet. Sorry about the bad English and grammar, and by the way, I appreciate you noting that up front. He said, I'll keep it short, in no particular order. 1. Size can seem a major issue when purchasing a tablet, but I can assure you bigger is not necessarily better. It can depend on what purpose you use the tablet for. For general home users, the usual hobbyists, the most ideal sizes can range from 4 inches to 5 inches or even 6 by 8. But if you're an artist, designers, and illustrators, you may desire a larger surface area to give you more freedom on the tablet, but be aware, larger your tablet surface is, the more you'll need to move your arms. That's why many people prefer a smaller size tablet to minimize arm movement, but smaller tablets can also limit your movement, so if you're a budding artist who paints and performs large sweeping motions, I would recommend a bigger size tablet. But also be aware, the bigger the size, the higher the cost. One thing I would like to point out before I move on is that when purchasing your tablet, the actual footprint of the tablet can be as much as 3 to 4 inches larger than the input area. Keep this in mind as you shop, or you may be surprised that your tablet takes up more desktop space than you thought. Number 2, price. Graphics tablets can seem quite expensive these days, with the majority of the tablets... I'm getting there, Wicket! I'm only on point number 2! He's so impatient. He's trying to learn, but the problem is that these styluses were not designed for pause. I'm getting there! Patience. However, manufacturers are beginning to offer tablets aimed at the home user. These tablets are generally priced around £100 mark or less, though they lack some of the professional features of the more expensive tablets. In general sense, you get what you pay for. So £100, that would be in US dollars, probably about $5,000 with the rate of inflation and the state of our economy today. Run, Paul! Sorry. Number 3, I told you I was getting there, stylus or pen. Most tablets provide pens, which are generally comfortable to use, but before purchasing your tablet, check if the pen takes batteries, as this can make the pen heavier, making it feel very bulky, and you may start to feel that bulk, that weight in your wrist. This particular stylus does not take batteries, by the way. Just not like you cared or anything, but this one doesn't, and it's very light. Number 4, learning curve. I've been using a graphic tablet for 6 months, but have only began getting used to it. To all who want to buy a tablet, it will not necessarily make you draw better. Yes, you can adjust the tablet's sensitivity to suit your drawing style. Best, for example, if you're spending your time sketching, you may prefer to increase the pressure to give more natural sketch strokes, but for painting, you would want much of a smoother line, so you might decrease the pressure for smoother lines. But, in fact, for me, drawing on a tablet was much harder than drawing on paper. So I advise you to learn to draw on paper, then move to digital. But if it's generally Photoshop retouching or in other media-related actions, you should be just fine. The best tip I can offer is to practice, practice, practice. Number 5, finally, driver options. All tablets require drivers. So you want to make sure that your manufacturer provides a driver that is compatible with your operating system. You might want to look at what kind of features are provided in the driver software for this tablet you're purchasing, as the driver controls many aspects of how the tablet functions. For the higher priced tablets, you may be offered much advanced features and capabilities. A good example of what features you might expect in the high-end tablets is the ability to map certain areas of a tablet to the portion of the screen. You'll also likely find features such as menu strips, tool customizations, application settings, tilt sensitivity, and so on. So it's always worth it to look to make sure you get the best for your money. That's my top 5 tips. Hope it helped. If not, I'm sorry. Actually, it did help a lot. We've never covered tablets. As I said, I've had this one for so long. I just never really never use it. I may need to use it at some point. I don't even know if I could plug it into a Mac and have it work right away. I don't even know if I've got some kind of application that could... do I have any painting application on here? Well, I have Microsoft Paint through VMware Fusion, but I don't even think I've got like some kind of drawing. Wait, do I have a draw? I don't even think I've got any apps that can help me draw. I don't have Photoshop. I don't have the GIMP installed. Art? Anything arty? No, I think I'm out. I don't have anything on there. Everything works on a Mac? I don't know. I can't say if it does or not because I have no ability to interface with the... Oh, I guess I could try this one over here. Give me a second. Sorry, I'm gonna put it to the test here. The driver options. I'm gonna plug this end into my USB squid, which I have for such occasions. Oh, the light powered on, so I know I've got power at least. Let's bring the stylus over here. Let's open up. I know I have some painting apps. Let's try Sumo Paint. I think I've also got like some kind of drawing apps. Let's try that one too. This Sumo Paint is actually a web site, but whoa! It does work. Check this out. It did work. Okay, let's see if I can. No, I can't flip it over to erase it. Okay, so ignore this part up here. Let me drag this up here. This is kind of neat. Let me give it a shot here. So it's been a while since I've drawn, but it seems that the since it's also the mouse, so I've got to be very careful. So it's going to be moving around. So I'm going to move the cursor over here. Actually, let me change the size a bit. Let's go to the ink tool. How big is that? That's a pretty large cursor. Diameter 10 pixels. Yeah, that's fine. Brush shape, round, mode value, mode normal. SumoPaint.com is the app that I'm running right now. It's like Photoshop in their web browser. It's kind of neat. Okay, I'm going to try to draw my caricature here. I'm probably really going to mess it up too. Okay, I start out with my nose, and it's a lumpy nose. Then I usually draw the dividing line between my glasses. And then for some reason, my glasses always slope down. And I think it's not helped by the fact that I haven't used a tablet in forever. Then I draw in my eyes. And then sometimes I'll go in at this point and like kind of do some up and down squigglies. Those are my thick eyebrows. See, can you guys getting that? Here, let me zoom in a little closer, see if that helps. Does that help? Okay. So then sometimes I'll go and start doing my hair. Like there's my hairline, which is usually pretty curly. Then I'll drop down. That's one of my sideburns. Then I go back up again. So there's the rest of my hair. And then drop back down. There's my other sideburn. I gotta remember my glasses. Now, I am not an artist. Not by any stretch. Okay, so yeah, obviously I've gotta bounce it around, try to fill in my hair, blah, 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 blah. I'm starting to get gray hairs, obviously. Okay? So then, sometimes, at that point, I'll go in and do one ear, go to the other side. Boy, those are big ears. Go to the other side, do the inside of the ear, do the inside of the ear. Then I usually do the smile, which is usually a little lower than that. And then I do the bottom lip. And then I finish the chin. And this is going to look really... Uh-oh. I ran out of space on my tablet. Wait, go up here. Where's the undo button? There we go. Okay, it's not too bad. And then I draw the neck, the line, the shirt, and that's me. That's how I draw me. And I did it on a tablet that I plugged into the Mac with no real drivers. So thank you for bearing with me there, and thank you again for passing along a top 5 list of things you may need to keep in mind if you're going to buy a tablet. Hopefully you are a lot more talented than me, but it just goes to show you that... see, does that look like me? Here, wait. It's pretty close. Gotta admit, that's pretty damn close. You know, for not having touched a tablet in like years. It's just too graphic for me. My email address is chris@pirillo.com. Maybe you have other top 5 lists to pass along, whether it's related to hardware, software, painting, whatever. We take them all because we're just geeky that way. If you want to hang out with other geeks, no matter what kind of geek you are, if it's kind of a computer geek or if it's more like a dog geek, because there are dog geeks out there. Some dogs are geeks, as evidenced by Wicket, who's still very upset at me. Can't help it. If you want to join us in the chat room, you're more than welcome to. We're typically talking tech 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Here, see this chat? Oh, wait, over here. Not over here. This is the blank area right here. Well, kind of the blank area. There's some stuff in here you may want to click on. I don't know. This is where you can join us in chat, underneath my laptop, usually. Because the video stream is going out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.